Hi, I'm Nancy. Welcome to my channel Running with Scissors. In today's video, I'm going to share with you everything I made in 2024. Don't go away. Okay, the first thing I'm going to share with you is what I have on. It's one of my favorite makes. It's from Simplicity 4789. And I did view C, the one this lady right here is wearing. As I said, it's definitely one of my favorite makes of last year. I love the brown corduroy, patch pockets. I put little metal buttons on it. The back, I just did a single flap zipper. You can wear it with tights. And I bought some new ankle boots. So I really love it. Okay. Well, I've got everything in my sewing project book. And what I did was I pulled out the pattern envelopes so I could show you the make, the pattern I used, and then I'll pop up a picture of it being worn if it's something to wear. Not everything is here because some of the things I made for other people. My granddaughters, their Easter dresses, and I will have pictures of that. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's get in my book and we'll start. The first thing I made, the very first thing I made last January, was one of my favorite tops. It's a Simplicity 9273, and I made that the first version. I've not tried the other versions with the fancy sleeves. I just like a plain top. I just do. And so that's the first one I made. I actually have a dress out of the same fabric. It's kind of a brushed poly, but I wear it all the time. You've probably seen it in quite a few of my videos because I wear it quite often. The next thing is this cardigan I made. And it came from pattern from Beyond the Pink Door. I couldn't find the pattern. If I can find a picture of it, I'll pop it up there. It was from McCall 6996, but I don't know what happened to the pattern, but I wore this when we went to Hawaii on the plane. There and back. It was just so comfortable and so warm. And if you remember when I had my patterns from my advent calendar, one of the patterns was for a beanie, and I made one to go with this. I mean, I don't have to wear it with this, but I used the fabric, and I've actually worn this a couple times. It's so cold here that I've actually put that on my head and worn it in the car. So, all right. The next one is this. It's another little tee. And this is the pattern. It's a Simplicity 9229. I like this. Oops, almost dropped it. I like this because it has princess seams. So it's a little bit more of a fitted look. And I do like it a lot. And I wear this a lot. You'll see this in a lot of my videos too. It's just a nice, it's so soft. And so comfortable, and I like this a whole lot. All right, let's see what's next in the book. Now we're getting into Easter dresses. Now, I don't have the granddaughter's Easter dresses here. They're at their house. I'm going to pop up pictures, but I did do the youngest granddaughter. I made her Easter dress out of Simplicity 1507. And I made the oldest granddaughter an Easter dress from Simplicity 1211. I also made another of the granddaughters out of the same pattern. So I made two dresses out of this pattern. Then the oldest granddaughter, I made hers out of Simplicity 9475. And I said I'll pop up pictures since I don't have those here. Now my Easter dress, I made it from Butterick 6758. And here it is. My husband loves this dress every time I wear it. Now it's more of a spring dress, so I don't really wear it in the wintertime, but he did say he likes this dress. I like the ruffle. Got elastic in the waist, and I really like this one. It's very pretty. Okay. Let's keep going. What's next? I did make a skirt for one of the granddaughters out of this Simplicity Learn to Sew 8106. I do not have a picture of that. I made it for her and I never took a picture. But it's a very simple pattern to make. Then, we all know the magic dress and New Look 6650. I made a couple of those. I'll pop up a picture of my oldest granddaughter wearing one, and the one I made for myself, I'll put a picture of me in it. It's yellow, but I gave it to my daughter, and she has it now. Then I made a nightshirt. Well, I call it a nightshirt. I made it out of Butterick 6207, but when I put it together, it kind of looks like this one. I thought it looked a lot like a nightshirt, and I've made two of them, and I wear them to bed. They are so comfortable. So comfortable. But when I made the first one, I tried it on. I asked my husband, doesn't this kind of look like a nightgown to you? And he said, yeah, he thought it did too. So I made two of these, and that's what I wear them for. Very comfortable. Okay, what's next? The next thing is a dress I made for one of the granddaughters, Simplicity 9617. I'll pop up a picture of that. When I first made it, it was way too long, and I had to remove the ruffle and shorten it. Then I made a top from New Look 6216, the one that the model has on. And it is this. And this fabric is so soft. All right. Next up is this New Look 6263. I had a little bit of issue with getting around the neckline. And when I wear this dress, I cannot wear it with a bra because it shows, you know, from the straps there. And I thought when I made it, it was a little bit too low in the arm. But I'll pop up a picture of me wearing it, and here's the actual dress. It's got two buttons in the back. This is the fabric. It's a viscose twill, and it came from the Beyond the Pink Door subscription box. Okay, next. The next was the Monday morning dress pattern from Ellie and Mac. I have made probably at least 3 of these dresses. They're so comfortable. I just love them so much. And here's one of them. And the picture I'm going to pop up of me wearing I think I'm on the ship when we went to Hawaii. It's just a comfy dress. It's got pockets, and it's just a nice dress and easy to put together. I really like this one a lot. Okay, what's next in the book? The next is a top I made, one of my birthday tops. It's this New Look 6622. It's got that really cool ruffle in the back. That's the one I had trouble with, and I had to get a hold of Grace because she made one, and we were on the phone for half an hour while she helped me with the back. I don't know why I could not figure out how to get that ruffle going, but once she explained it and we talked through it, all of a sudden how it is, all of a sudden it becomes clear. Well, here's the front of it. I think the ruffles need to be ironed, but there's the back. And the picture I'm putting up, I am wearing a pair of white pants that will be coming up in a bit. It's just cotton. Alrighty. This next dress, I love this dress so much. It's a McCall's 8281. I made it in this double gauze, and a lot of people don't like it, but I love it. It is so cool and comfortable. Now, when I made it, it was too big. It was just way too big, and I had to cut it down, and when I did that, I lost the pockets, but that was okay. I wore this dress in Philadelphia back in July when it was in the 90s, and we went on a walking tour of Philadelphia. I wore this, and oh, yeah, it was so comfortable, and you didn't feel like you were just sweating to death in it. The picture I'm popping up, I'm actually wearing it on the ship when we went to Hawaii. But this, yeah, this is a nice dress. I thought the V-neck, and there's a, like a, let me get it close enough. There's a V-neck and a little plaque that comes down. But I really love this dress. Okay, let's see what's next. The next are some shorts I made, and it was out of New Look 6289. Now these don't have pockets, and this was just made out of a little cotton. And I'll pop up a picture of me wearing those. And the shirt that I wore with it is this one here. And I believe it is the same pattern as that one I showed you of the brown top. I believe it's the same pattern. Let's see, 6216, I believe it is. Yeah, it's the same pattern as the 6216. I made that to wear with these shorts. I thought they would go good together. Okay. And remember, I said the top with the ruffle down the back. These are the pants I wore with it, and that is from New Look 6292. I like these because if you look, there's a little bit of texture, a little texture on them, and it's just elastic. It's elastic waist. That's why I said I need to make me pants with a waistband. This next one is one of my favorites. This was from Simplicity 8914. And the dress kind of looks a little bit like the model's wearing. This is the famous fabric, the raindrop fabric. And I got this whole bolt, and I still have plenty of it left, from an estate sale. I'd gone to an estate sale. What I did was you look online for the estate sales. They usually put pictures in of what they have. And when I was looking through the pictures, I saw fabric. And this was a whole bolt. But I love this dress. I like the off-centered bodice. It's got elastic, got your patch pockets. I just really, really love this dress. Okay, and what's next? The next one is this New Look 6651, kind of like a shirt dress. And the fabric I used is a linen type. It's not really, I don't think it's 100% linen, but it's got some linen to it. And it's got elastic. It's got a double elastic, buttons all the way down, collar, and there's pockets. That's one of my favorite dresses too. I just love the fabric, and I love the color too. All right. And that was actually a Wheel of Fate, last year's Wheel of Fate fabrics. This one coming up actually is a Wheel of Fate fabric. It was the skirt I made 6605, and I made it from a shower curtain. And I thought it came out really cute. I mean, I really like it. It's got these pleats in the front. pockets. But this is 100% cotton. You know, some of your shower curtains are cotton, others are polyester. And this, I believe, came from the Craigslist lady that I bought that big pile of fabric from her. And this, as I said, this is another Wheel of Fate. This next dress was a Wheel of Fate from last year as well. And it was the binning dress from Seamwork. The binning dress from Seamwork. It's that free pattern. And yes, I love this dress. This is another dress that was a little bit too wide when I made it. I had to kind of bring it in. It's supposed to be a loose fit, but I thought it was too loose. But it's very comfy, and I thought the V-neck came out really cute. Got facings, and it's got your ruffle. But I do like this dress a lot. Okay, what's next? Next, I got this fabric, and that came from the Craigslist. And if you remember, I got that Word fabric, and I ended up making just a bag. Didn't use a pattern, just took a bag that I already had, and inside some more fabric from the Craigslist. And if you want to turn it inside out, you've got some stripes. I actually took this with me on the trip. It was handy to carry things in. And then I made an apron. And the apron came from So Can She. Get on SoCanShe.com. It's free. And I actually use this for my painting apron. Just ties at the neck, ties at the waist, and I just use this for my painting apron. Okay. I'm not going to include my Dress-A-Girl dresses. I don't have them here. I sent them off. And so I did make Dress-A-Girl dresses. I think I made 6 or 7. And so they will not be included in what I'm going to show you. And then wheel number 6 of my Wheel of Fate last year, wheel number 6, I had the anchor and the crab and the lobster fabric, and I just made a pot holder. Just cut it and made it. And also I made oven mitt, and I just took one I had and just kind of traced around it and just kind of self-drafted that one, then used a little bit of red binding that I already had, and I use this. It's nice. So I thought that came out pretty cute. Let's see. The next thing I have, I do not like it. I've discussed it before. I'm thinking about maybe cutting off the bottom. She looks so cute in this. This is the new look 6658. She looks so cute in it, doesn't she? But I just don't like the parts that hang down. I didn't think it looked good on me. So, and I love the fabric. But what I need to do maybe in the spring, I'm going to get rid of these things that hang down. I put that on and I just thought it looked bad on me. I just didn't like the way it looked, just at all. The top came out funky, so I don't know. I might try and fix it. I may not. I don't know, but I don't like it. Okay, let's keep going. The next one I made was the new look 6434. A lot of these new looks I got at Hobby Lobby when they had the 99-cent sale. And this is another Wheel of Fate. It was number 8. And I do like this top. I think it's cute. I love the little ruffly sleeves. But the one thing I didn't realize when I made it, it's a little bit short. And if I raise my arms, you know, my stomach shows. So I'm thinking I might just get some pretty lace and put some lace around the bottom of it. Maybe inch. Not real little lace, maybe an inch lace, and put that around the bottom of it, because it's a cute top, but it just needs to be a little bit longer. And I think put a little lace around that, even if I put maybe some lace around it, not the big wide lace, maybe put some maybe quarter lace, or you know, just a little bit of lace here, and then get the larger lace for the bottom. I think that would look real pretty. Okay. Then I made this dress, and another wheel of fate. It was number 9. It's a viscose satin, but I made it from 4138. Very simple pattern. And I do like this a lot. It's very flowy. If you see it, it flares. It's a flare skirt. And I believe this is the one when I got the pattern open, there were no directions, but it's so easy just to put it together, put some elastic in it, but I do like this skirt. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't have it written down here, but I think it also came from the Pink Door fabric, I think. And if it didn't come from the Pink Door, it might have come from Fabric Mart, you know, that the bundle box. It might have come from that. It was either one of the two. I can't remember which. All right. Let's see what's next. Next, I made this top, another new look, 6543. And this is wheel number 10. Needs to be ironed. I didn't iron it before I showed it to you. Sorry about that. So the facings are kind of not staying where they're supposed to. This fabric actually came from the Craigslist lady. So, and I like this top quite a bit. It's got the side vents. It just needs to be ironed. All right. Next, that's a dress-a-girl, dress-a-girl, dress-a-girl. One thing I made an apron, another one of those So Can She, a free pattern apron. When I showed you the other apron, a friend of mine is a big UK fan. He was born in Kentucky, and he had some UK fabric. Let me just show you in the book. That was the fabric, the UK fabric. And I made him an apron. I'll pop up a picture. He owns a little shop. It's right connected to his house where he sells all kinds of things. I mean, antiques and secondhand and just all kinds of stuff. And he wears that when he's in his shop working, and he loves it. And I was really proud of the pattern matching. When I put the patch pockets on, I very carefully and painstakingly made it match. So you can't even tell there's pockets there, but he really likes it. I made 3 of these nightgowns. I made one is a nightgown. I made actually 2 of the bottoms and tops, and I'll pop in a picture of my youngest granddaughter wearing hers. But I have another granddaughter. I made her one as well, but I have a picture of that. Also, too, I made just some sleep pants in New Look 6404 for the oldest granddaughter, and I'll put a picture of that. And it was this plaid flannel. And I'll put a picture of that. We're getting almost to the end. Then I made my mother a top out of, this is a fabric I had left over. It's that velvety fabric. I've got that dress I made back in 23. One of my favorite dresses. And I had some left over, and I made her a top. And I actually made the top out of the classic tee from Love Notions. I got the pattern laying over there from Love Notions, and I made her that, and I'll pop a picture of that, of her wearing that. And then right here, see my fuzzy fabric? That came from the Craigslist, and I took that fabric and I just made a pillowcase, just the envelope style pillowcase. I've still got plenty of that left. I don't know what else I'm going to do with it, but I made that. I thought it came out kind of cute. All right. Now we're getting to the 2 things I made for the Hawaii trip, for the luau. I made my husband the shirt out of the Simplicity 9157. Here it is. I thought it came out really nice, but I can tell you, he wore it to the luau, and he's not going to wear it again. This is just not his style. And then I made the dress for myself out of New Look 6692. And I will wear this again when the spring comes, because it's got an open back. And this is the one that's got that fancy, the fancy ruffle on it. And then it has the open back, and then it's got all those rows of elastic that ties in the back. But I really do like this a lot. I thought it came out really, really cute. All right, what else have I got? Now, some of the things I made, I didn't make it to the book. I got so far, and then I forgot to put it in the book. One thing I did, I showed you those sleep pants I made for my granddaughter. I actually made myself some PJs, but I just did the short pants and the top that came with it. And this is just a rib knit. And these are actually pretty comfortable. So I made that. This didn't make the list. This is another one of the Love Notions classic tees. I made this. That was my first one. This is my first Love Notions classic tee that I made, and I really like that. And then I found this online. I'll have to look up where I got it. I got it written down. That's where I made that swimsuit cover up. I just didn't get it in my book. And this top right here, if you watch my Vlogmas where I had all those patterns, you know, from that German company, this T-shirt was on one of the patterns, and I made it. What was real interesting about this? Normally, when you put on a neckband, it connects in the back, and you have a seam back here. The way they did it, the seam is on both shoulders. So, and I do like that. It's very comfortable. So I made that. And then there's a couple things I haven't shown you yet over here. I made 2 pairs of shorts for my trip to Hawaii for McCall's 6930. I made this pair. Find the front. There we go. This pair, it's got what I like, the pockets. Made that pair. I wore that with a black top that I already had. It was a store-bought top. And then I used the same pattern, and I made with this red fabric. And I wore that on my trip. I'm thinking, I think that's it. And if there's anything else, I don't know. That was enough. You don't realize how much you've made until you start, you know, dragging it out and looking at it. I don't sew every single day. I mean, I wasn't just, you know, slaving at my machine day in, day out. I would go several days without sewing. And just in, you know, 12 months, you can get a lot done. So that's what I have for 2024. And the first thing I've sewn for this year, you'll be seeing in my next video, because that is my very first spin of my fabric Wheel of Fate. And I've already spun it, I've already made it and modeled it, and that's coming out on Tuesday, so you don't want to miss that. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell, and because that's going to come out Tuesday, and you're going to see what I made for my first spin on the Wheel of Fate. I did just find out that Karen from KGFL Creations, she's going to also jump on the bandwagon and also do a Wheel of Fate. So that's exciting. So I love it if more get involved. And even if you don't have a channel, it's still something you can do. Grab out all that fabric, especially the fabric that you're not sure what to do with. You've had it in your stash for a while. Grab it out, put it on a wheel, and you don't have to use a wheel like Carol has a little spinner that her dad made her. I just use the one on the internet. You can also just put them on little pieces of paper, little scraps of paper, put them in a hat and stir them up and draw them out. Old school. So, okay, well that's what I made. Anything here that's your favorite? Anything you think you'd like to make or that you have already made? I'd love to hear that in the comments. Okay, well, I will see you in my next video. Y'all take care. God bless you all. Goodbye.